Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casinos, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of July 29, 2024. Penn Entertainment's Boomtown Casino in Biloxi, Mississippi held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for its Interblock Gaming Smart Pit. This area on the gaming floor, called Easy Play Zone, features automated payouts and efficient game operations for roulette, craps, and blackjack through electronic gaming consoles for the players. The property believes that the new Smart Pit should increase player participation and revenue and also improve security. MGM Resorts and the New York Yankees announced a new partnership. Under the agreement, MGM is now a proud partner of the New York Yankees, and the two organizations will collaborate on bringing exclusive VIP experiences to MGM Reward members. MGM will also have signage around Yankee Stadium, including on the back of the pitcher's mound during some live games. And finally, the American Gaming Association announced this year's inductees to the Gaming Hall of Fame. The 2024 honorees are Jim Allen, chairman of Hard Rock International, Alan Feldman, distinguished fellow at the UNLV International Gaming Institute, and Deborah Nutton, board member of Every Holdings and former executive of MGM Resorts and Wynn Resorts. Congratulations to all the inductees from all of us at House of Cards. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards.
I'm talking sick piles of money. I'm talking lay on your bed in your Vegas room, throw the money in the air, and dance as it showers down on you money. I'm talking frosted glass limo money. I'm talking big cowboy hat, silver turquoise buckle money. I'm talking gambling.
I am in love with you.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. This week, I'm joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry.
Well, we've got smartphones, smart cars, basically a smart appliance. You actually just bought an air conditioner that hooks into your smart speaker.
Oh, yeah, no, I got, and I also have a place up in Massachusetts, the
smart thermostat.
Smart thermostat,
yes.
Yeah. So it's everything's controlled by an app now.
Well,
Everyone has an app.
Well, now when you go into a casino, you may start seeing the smart pit.
All right, I don't know what that means.
Over in Mississippi, Penn Entertainment's Boomtown Casino Biloxi had a grand opening and ribbon cutting event for the Interblock Gaming's Smart Pit.
Smart Pit.
Right. It's a game area on the casino floor with automated payouts, more efficient game operations. It's Biloxi's Boomtown is calling it the Easy Play Zone.
All right.
Basically,
do you need an app kind of thing? I was joking around. Everything has an app.
Is there an cashless. App? It's all cashless.
It's all cashless.
There's according to the reports.
I guess you would need an app, and I guess your rewards card would be registered with the app, kind of thing.
But there are tablets all around the tables that you use to make your bets.
Okay. When we talk about bets, we're
talking about roulette,
roulette,
baccarat, craps, and blackjack.
Okay.
Yep. Boomtown did not do baccarat. They just did roulette, craps, and blackjack right now.
Okay.
But there is the possibility of adding baccarat down the road because that's what the overall Smart Pit has. Mm-hmm. Now, they focused on the roulette because that seemed to be the most popular one in these reports.
I would think it would seem to be the easiest game to modify to what you need to be a smart pit. I'm seeing all these sections in every casino now, especially roulette, where it's people are sitting around it, but they're sitting at their own kind of hub, and they're watching the roulette wheel.
That's different.
I know it's completely different. I know it's completely, but I would think roulette would lend itself to be a quote unquote smart game.
Well, on smart roulette.
Okay.
The players are sitting around the table. They have panels in front of them where they place their bets on the table. Mm-hmm. There's no money involved. There's no chips involved. The guy running the wheel gets to run two wheels.
So there actually is a casino employee
running the wheel. Right. And since they don't have
so there's an actual wheel. It's not
two
like
wheels. There's two wheels.
Okay. All right.
Since there's no the dealer, the croupier, whatever you want to call the guy that runs the game, he doesn't have to get the bets in. He doesn't have to exchange chips for money. He doesn't have to do any of that stuff because it's all cashless. Mm-hmm. He runs one wheel. Once that number comes up, people are already betting on the next. He spins the next wheel.
Wow.
They're able to do 120 spins an hour instead of the normal 35.
How much money is being thrown at the casino? That is incredibly fast.
120 spins versus 35 in a traditional
roulette game. That's
like
nonstop betting.
Well, that's what they want to do. And also, it's also a security issue, too.
Well,
because
this pays for itself.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Because you have less staff.
Well, less staff and just more bets.
Well, also, one of the other important things about this smart pit, and it was pointed out, it's less training time. Well, because the actual computer system controls everything else other than the actual physical spinning the wheel.
I would guess. I'm surprised they have someone spinning the wheel. I thought the wheel would be automated, but
I think they need some human interaction for the game. Right. And I understand that. I do understand that.
I guess so, yeah.
You do need that.
But what a great job that is. I spin a wheel. That's all. Yeah. That'd be great.
Well, you get shoulder injuries probably from that. But
I don't know. But what a great casino job that is.
So, but again, this is going to be interesting to see how quickly this spreads because this is such an incredible idea, a smart pit.
Well, if it's efficient and it makes money, you got to reduce overhead and monetize the time, and that's how you make money in anything. So we'll see how this works out, but I got a feeling this is going to be really big for the casinos.
Yeah, well, it also allows for better security because there is actually no money, no fooling around with chips, no fooling around with money, and it's all just in and out electronically to the person actually betting.
I would guess for record keeping too for the casino.
You probably have to log in with your loyalty card and all that stuff. So I love this. I love this idea.
No, it's absolutely incredible.
I don't know how the labor unions feel about this because you're employing less people.
I would tell you, probably old school casino goers would not like that. Part of the charm of any really great casino is the interaction.
Well, that's why the guy spinning the wheel is there. He can still talk to people.
Okay,
that part's not gone if the guy's actually physically there spinning the wheels.
So, I'm just saying,
he just has more time to talk and spin wheels instead of taking bets.
You have to have that balance of being efficient and automated without. You want to
being too robotic.
You don't want to be too robotic. You don't want to. You want to get that personal touch there. But no, it sounds like a great idea.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards. The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie-cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need. It's never been easier or more affordable than right now to get the bathroom of your dreams. We have the best monthly programs in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no payments, no interest for 18 months with approved credit. The hardest part of your new bathroom is gutting and building the tub and shower. If your bathing area is old, there could be damage behind the walls and possible mold and mildew, which can be a serious safety issue. At BCI, we don't cover a problem, we fix it. Call now to get a never-clean glass-treated door with a no-track system at half off for the first 50 callers. Factory-trained, certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. Call 800-755-0466. That's 800-755-0466.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Whoa! I think we got a show.
Oh, yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show. Hey, it's all about ratings, baby, and we got them.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
This is By the Numbers. This is the segment where I actually pick out a whole bunch of different numbers and throw them out, Dave, and they're somewhat related to sports betting, the gaming industry, TV, basically anything and everything that has almost like a sports bent to it, but I basically send out some numbers. Dave has to figure out what I'm talking about by just
and I rarely know what the hell you're talking about. Until you give me some kind of clue, get me in the neighborhood somewhere of these numbers, but it's pretty difficult. So,
well,
I'm just putting that out there so when I look stupid with these numbers.
You've been doing pretty good.
Okay.
You've been doing pretty
All
good.
right.
And also, like I say at the end of every segment here for By the Numbers, anyone out there listening or watching have any numbers you feel are kind of interesting for us to talk about, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. That's our email address. Love hearing from you. We're getting more and more for this segment each and every week. Yes.
Can people stop it? Please. This is my least favorite part of the show.
Well, it seems to be gaining steam.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And also, throughout this last couple of months here, we've been doing this segment. I've been altering the format, whether it's
give me
three
a
numbers
hints,
or, well, also sometimes it's 3 numbers at a time versus 2 numbers. We're going to start off with the numbers 18 and 13.
All right. See, you're going to have to give me some kind of...
Okay, both are sports betting related.
18
and 13.
And 13.
Yes.
Well, 18 and 13, they're low numbers, so I guess number of sports books that did something. I don't.
That's exactly it.
What
I'm not going to tell you what they did because
I don't know what they did because I'm just it's got to be something like if it's dealing with sports betting, or the number of sports that are allowed in one state or something like that.
The 18.
The 18, all right.
Betway became the 18th operator to announce it's exiting the U.S. market.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. They're in the process of closing
down. This is since 2018,
yes.
right, when all sports betting started.
Yes.
So.
Well, this is actually one of the sports betting operators that has one of the biggest footprints that's closing down. Mm-hmm. They had 9 states.
I saw Betway. The first time I saw it was I didn't know what it was because I was watching a New York Islanders hockey game and I saw Betway on the boards. I was like, "What the hell's Betway?" But that was years ago. So no, Betway's. I was surprised because I always saw Betway somewhere. So I'm surprised they left.
Well, they actually just re-upped with several hockey teams.
Okay. Well,
3 months before they announced they were leaving the market.
See, that's where I saw it, hockey.
But again, I think it has more. The Betway can still do these deals because they're still staying in the United States as an iGaming operator, not as a sports betting. But they are leaving Arizona, which also had lost Sahara Bets almost at the exact same time. That's because of the Coyotes leaving.
Well, when the hockey team left, you couldn't fulfill any of those contracts that they made with operators. So, certainly it's understandable that's happened.
I have to admit, the owner of the Coyotes or the former owner of the Coyotes, he just hit a whole bunch of different circumstances that just worked against him.
Yeah, there was some kind of land deal that
there was
fell
an auction.
through.
There was an auction
like that.
There was an auction for several acres of land where he was planning to build a new stadium. Because when he sold the team, the Coyotes, to the Utah group that came in, he still maintained the IP, the intellectual property. He maintained the name, the logos. He actually even maintained the expansion possibility with the NHL.
Okay.
He would have actually been able to start a new hockey team. I don't know whether he called it the Coyotes, but he would still have the Coyotes as an NHL hockey team if this land auction had happened that for some reason it got canceled. The land didn't go up for auction. That basically destroyed all his plans.
Well, that's what I mean.
He had no backup plan, which is kind of interesting.
A whole lot of different things happened to kind of...
Everything was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. After the auction was canceled, he returned the IP to the NHL.
Okay.
But,
So that was 18. Betway was the 18th sports betting operator.
I could have gone 9. I could have gone 9 because that was their footprint. They had Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Iowa, New Jersey, Louisiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
They had all those states.
But
they were
still
operating
around for Let me tell you something. That's what every operator wants, are online casinos.
They make the most money.
There's nothing better than online slot machines if you want to make money.
Yes.
So
now, according to JMP Securities, this is a report from them. They took a look at this after Betway announced all this. They took a look at the overall market. Mm-hmm. Kind of interesting numbers. Since 2018, when the sports betting industry came online, basically in the United States, 74 companies entered the U.S. market. Mm-hmm. Only 43 are still operational.
Okay.
18 have shut down, which we just talked about. Betway became number 18. 10 are pulling back.
Okay.
Or are in the process of shutting down. There's more coming down the road here. We just had Unibet, too, not too long ago.
I had to change my phone. I had Unibet and PointsBet on my phone and on my computer. I had to take that down.
And a measly 4% of 74 companies, there's been 3 that have been acquired.
Okay.
So they sort of exist still, I guess you can call it that.
Okay.
But according to the report, 7 companies control 98% of sports betting revenue and 90% of the iGaming revenue in this country.
Wow, okay.
Yes, that's 36 active operators that are competing for the remaining, 2% of sports betting revenue and 10% of iGaming revenue. So it's kind of a top-heavy market that we're in. Yeah. But the other number, 13.
And that deals with sports betting
sports
too?
betting as well.
Is that have something with sports betting operators?
Yes.
The number of sports betting operators
actually
it
has more to the states themselves.
I have no
13 states have banned college player props.
Oh, okay. I get that.
Yeah, so. we were watching NCAA. Charlie Baker over there announcing, "Hey, we got to do something about what's going on." The harassment study.
I wish they would do something like this here in New Jersey. In New Jersey, the rule is you can't bet on college sports, the colleges and universities that are located within the state, or any collegiate sporting activity that occurs within the state. You're not allowed to bet on that. So.
Well, it's kind of...
I hopefully they modify that in the future.
It's kind of interesting because...
And I have no problem with banning player props, which is fine.
But it's interesting when you look at the overall numbers. Mm-hmm. After President Charlie Baker of the NCAA made the push for banning college player props, there have only been 3 states that banned them.
Okay.
The other 10 had it already in place. Mm-hmm. And we got one state that's basically thumbing their nose at it. Montana said, no, we're not going to ban them.
Okay.
They actually came out and said that. We got Wyoming. They're pushing the decision off down the road. They're trying to figure out what to do with that.
Which is their right to do.
Yes.
I mean, the gaming industries are controlled by the states themselves, and they have the mechanisms to carry out the rules and regulations. But that's fine. Banning player props, I that would be fine. I mean, that would be great.
But you mentioned New Jersey, and New Jersey is the reason I brought this number into the conversation because one of the last concurrent resolutions that was introduced was to allow sports betting on in-state colleges by 2026. Mm-hmm. Now, everyone's pointing out that it's great to have this concurrent resolution on board and see what happens, but 2026 may be too late because in 2025, we've got the East Regional in New Jersey for the NCAA March Madness. You can't bet on any of that.
That's what happened in New Jersey. I forgot what tournament was going on.
The MAC.
It was the MAC.
Mid-Atlantic Conference.
Yeah, I think it was last year or 2 years ago or something like that. It was being held at Convention Hall in Atlantic City. Yep. And you couldn't bet on any of the games in New Jersey because it was a collegiate activity occurring within the state. So it didn't make sense.
But here you have an entire East Regional for March Madness. Yeah. Not the MAC, but this is NCAA March Madness East Regional is in New Jersey.
I'm very curious
next year.
Yeah, I'm very curious if they're going to do some kind of temporary measure which allows you to bet on this. I'd be shocked if this occurred in New Jersey and New Jersey wasn't allowed to bet on it. You would think they would do something temporarily or suspend the rules for a little bit. So, you do this, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on.
Well, that's why this concurrent resolution is good because it can be actually adapted to maybe make a carve out for this coming down the road.
Well, there's one. Was it Massachusetts? They kind of have that same rule where, you can't bet on a college or university within the state. However, there's an exception if they're in a tournament.
Right. Several states have that.
So, I don't know.
But New Jersey's got to change the law for that. So that's the problem.
I'm not too upset about it because, I live 5 minutes away from the Pennsylvania border, and I just go over if you want to do anything. You just go over
and also
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and also they all have sports books too. You don't have to worry about having an app. You can actually do a physical bet. Sure. But it's just kind of interesting to see where New Jersey goes with that concurrent resolution. I thought, since I saw that announced, maybe that would be a great number to throw out here.
Okay.
Well, that's it for this week's By the Numbers. As always, keep those numbers coming in. Love hearing from everybody out there. I'll be back next week with some more sets of numbers to torment Dave with, so stay tuned.
Stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
If you don't have final expense life insurance, this message is for you. LifeCare provides valuable information about whole life insurance to help cover final expenses, medical bills, burial costs, and other final expenses. A final expense life insurance policy is fast and available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exam, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral costing $9,420 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses. Your premium will never increase. Your policy will have a cash value and a death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense life insurance with a lifetime lock, call 800-601-9488. That's 800-601-9488.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Where was the house? Where was the house of cards?
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
We're going to talk a little online casino games today.
Okay.
Last month, Playtech and MGM Resorts announced that they were going to be streaming live casino content off the gaming floors of some Las Vegas-based casinos.
Yeah, I love that
are owned
stuff.
by MGM properties.
I love that stuff. MGM also owns Borgata, and Borgata has a roulette wheel on the on the gaming floor that I played on. It's interesting. You're playing online at the same table live people are playing. Yes. I mean, they don't show the live people. They just show the hands going onto the table and putting the chips in.
Well, they can't do the release forms.
No.
And same way they're going to do it on the Las Vegas casinos for MGM. But the reason I'm bringing up Playtech and this MGM deal is Playtech's just done another deal.
Okay.
With Entain this time.
All right.
And it's based upon a TV show.
Oh, all right.
It's an online game show, and they call these things online game shows, based upon The Chase, which is an ITV-produced show. It was here in the United States. It's overseas mostly right now.
Okay.
But it's a trivia game show pitting the host against 4 contestants.
Okay.
And The Chase is basically the host is called The Chaser, who is a quiz master who tries to stump the contestants from winning their money.
Okay.
It's kind of just a regular trivia game show kind of thing.
All right. Well, I got it. I guess you can watch it online, I guess.
You can watch it. It's on the Game Show Network.
It's actually on.
Yeah,
see, I have the Game Show Network on.
You can watch it. It's actually not a bad.
On my basic cable.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad trivia show.
Okay.
It's been around for a while.
Never heard of it.
And it's got about a daily viewership of about 4 million people.
Wow, okay.
Overseas in the UK.
So I have it on my TV right now as we speak.
Well, no, it's not on now.
Well, no, I mean, I have access to it.
You have access to it.
All right,
yes.
okay.
And, basically what Playtech has done with Entain, they've created a live game show based upon The Chase. They're going to do 2 separate bonus features. One is before a final chase is initiated. You're going to see a Plinko board on it.
Oh, okay.
You're going to see a whole bunch of different trivia-based games, as well as, they're going to incorporate casino-style stuff as well.
Okay, good.
And I've just noticed this is an actual area of the casino industry that's starting to take off, because I'm starting to see every online casino have some sort of live game show experience on it. Sure. And I'm not a fan of it. But I've tried to play them. I find them more distracting than anything, because it's a live person in front of a casino game.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, live dealers is always big, and actually we saw going to Atlantic City what the hell was it? A billboard in Tane was that Evolution?
Evolution looking for people to work there.
Yeah, live dealers and stuff.
Well, Evolution's trying to get a new studio built in Atlantic City. Yeah. They're dealing with the CRDA about some piece of property down there. But
but with the incorporation of live people in front of casino games is such a big thing right now.
Yeah, and they've gone away from the live dealer to live game show now. And everyone loves it overseas.
Yeah.
It seems to be taking off here in the United States. Mm-hmm. According to Entain, they launched this last month. It's already gone up 56% increase in terms of player spending.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a lot of fun.
It seems to be a working model that everyone can work with here. Mm-hmm. It's just a new aspect of the industry. People are latching onto.
I like it because if you're sitting in, you become kind of brain dead in front of these things if it's it's an online slot, or if you're playing poker, or if you're playing roulette on just these normal digital games. But you put a live dealer in front of it, you're really more attentive, you're really engaged in it. So no, I think it's a great thing.
It is a great thing, as long as
I played that. What was that roulette thing? Lightning roulette. That was pretty fun.
As long as as long as there's no issue with the latency issue, because it does freeze up at times. I've tried some of these games.
Oh, okay, all right, but no, it's been working well for me. So.
We're seeing a lot of growth lately for the horse racing apps, especially with the Triple Crown season that just finished.
Yeah, no, it's so great to see what's happening with horse racing and, that industry. Because, look, when New Jersey first wanted to bring in sports betting, they said it would help the horse racing industry, and hopefully it is helping the horse racing industry.
Well, it looks like not only are these apps getting hundreds of thousands of new customers, but we're also seeing a lot of other deals being made in terms of the media. I mean, I remember when we were watching the Kentucky Derby, not only were they talking about Woodford being the main sponsor. You saw Twin Spires all over the place, which is, that's where Twin Spires is located. But also you had FanDuel and their TVG and FanDuel. They have so many different platforms with FanDuel.
By the way, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really enjoying FanDuel TV because they have horse racing, and it's almost like a race book at home because it has the different races going on at the same time. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, speaking of FanDuel, regarding the Triple Crown, they actually reported an increase of more than 800,000 customers betting.
Nice.
Across all their platforms, the FanDuel app, or the FanDuel Sportsbook app, the FanDuel Racing app, and TVG Horse Betting app.
Oh, okay.
They saw more than 800,000 customers bet on just the Triple Crown alone.
Okay.
Now, there are other horse races going outside the Triple Crown, but for the Triple Crown alone, 800,000 plus new customers for betting on the Triple Crown here across all its platforms.
Wow.
That's 15% up over from last year's Triple Crown.
See, that was the problem with this year anyway, the Triple Crown. There was no chance a horse was going to get the Triple Crown this year. So, but the individual races were great.
Yep. 10% handle increase, too, for FanDuel.
Wow.
Across all its platforms. They said more than 550,000 customers bet the Triple Crown directly through the FanDuel Sportsbook. Mm-hmm. I didn't know the FanDuel Sportsbook had horse racing in it.
I don't think it has it in New Jersey. So,
no, I think other
states.
I
know the big one is DraftKings, DK Horse. I'm hearing a lot about that.
DK Horse did not report their numbers yet.
Okay.
So, but we
have
FanDuel and Naira Bets too. But FanDuel, 550,000 customers straight through the FanDuel Sportsbook for the Triple Crown itself. That's a 20% increase. FanDuel has been seeing a lot of growth, not just in the sports betting area, but you got to look at FanDuel Casino. You got to look at the horse racing side of everything.
Sure.
It's really, really interesting to watch FanDuel as almost a complete sports book. I know DraftKings bought the lottery app, Jackpocket, but now we're hearing rumors that they're selling VEASAN back to Brent Musburger.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what's really going on with DraftKings, but FanDuel seems to be just kicking butt everywhere.
Well,
with everything.
FanDuel here in the East Coast, they seemed more often than not, they are the number one sports book in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, some weeks, DraftKings, overtakes them and things like that, but it seems like FanDuel has a really big foothold in New York.
Well, DraftKings did beat FanDuel for a monthly handle in May.
Yeah,
in New York.
Yeah, there are some times, there are some weeks where DraftKings pulls ahead, but generally speaking, in New York, FanDuel is kind of the tops.
Yeah,
DraftKings is up in New England is the tops.
Yep, and I haven't seen any more commercials lately for DK Horse. I was seeing them all over the place during the Triple Crown.
Oh well, that's when you'd see
it.
Yeah,
but you still, I've been seeing ads for Naira Bets.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
and speaking of Naira Bets, besides getting their new broadcast deal in line with Fox Sports, Naira Bets reported overall signups jumped 159% between 2022 and 2023, and that was the first year Fox broadcast the race. This year, for this past Triple Crown, 238% increase over the 2022 figures. Ratings were down a little bit, they said, because there was no Triple Crown winner.
Well, yeah.
But the number of registrations are up 238% from the beginning of that Fox Sports deal.
The great thing about these big horse racing events is the spectacle of it.
Yes.
The crowds are incredible. The women wearing their big hats and men wearing their skimmers and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's an event. It's a big party, and I think that's what the lead up to the race itself is a long one. But you're sitting at home oh my God, it hasn't run yet. My God.
Well, a lot of people, when you're new to like the Kentucky Derby or the Triple Crown, there's a whole race card going on before the main race, and a lot of people don't really know that. But I mean, it was fun. The Belmont Stakes was fun. The Preakness was fun. With of course the race is part of the Triple Crown. But look, I mean, it's an event. Yep.
And it's one of those things where it seems like those days everyone's a horse racing fan.
Yes.
So it's
everyone's
glued to the television if they're not there.
I have to admit, besides the Triple Crown, we are seeing a lot more horse racing in the news. I mean, we're seeing Bet365 just did a deal with BetMakers to do horse racing content for Jersey and Colorado. We're seeing a lot more deals, especially with the fixed odds starting to go around the country.
Well, let me tell you something. We just had a big one in New Jersey, the Haskell.
Yep.
I mean, that's always a big event.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to see this area growing.
Sure.
Okay, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. See you on the other side.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
It's a casino. People got to win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. This week, we're going to start off with some news.
Oh, okay.
Some entertainment news, to be exact.
Entertainment news.
Amazon MGM Studios. And by the way, this indicates how the lottery has grown in the eyes of the nation as well. It's becoming more popular. We've got a action comedy coming out from Amazon MGM Studios.
About the lottery?
Called Jackpot.
Jackpot, okay.
Starring Awkwafina and John Cena.
Okay.
Very interesting premise. It's going to be on Prime Video August 15th.
All right.
The film is set in 2030, the year 2030.
All right.
Grand lottery competition has been established in California.
Okay.
This is the overall setup of it. And the winners of this grand lottery, when they are announced as the winner, they have until sundown to live through all the losers trying to kill them and take their jackpot winnings.
Wow. Okay.
And it's all legal in this movie.
Okay. All right. This is like
it's like Death Race.
Wait, what was that movie that you have one day out of the year that you could commit any crime and the
the Grudge or something? Not the Grudge.
No, I don't know what that is, but no, it's
it takes that idea. You're right.
Okay,
I know the movie you're talking about.
The Purge.
The Purge.
Okay,
I had the wrong udge.
It's like the lottery meets the Purge.
Yep.
So if you win a lottery ticket,
the losing tickets,
you have to hold on to it for a day while the other people who may try and kill you legally to take your ticket.
And they take your winnings.
Yes. Okay.
The losing tickets can kill the winner to get their money.
Okay. All right.
You have until sundown.
So who's in this now, or what?
John Cena and Awkwafina.
Okay.
So it's basically it's almost like a chase throughout California, really L.A.
Okay.
It's all set in L.A.
All right.
And there's so many different aspects. I was watching the trailer. I got it playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not heard about it. I have not seen a trailer. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, Cena plays an amateur lottery protection agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there is, and throughout the trailer, you'll see there is a lottery protection agency.
Okay.
But they turn against her because they want a piece of the prize. It's the largest jackpot in history.
Oh, okay.
So everyone's turning against the winner. They go through all these different elaborate disguises, car chases.
Wow.
Very interesting to see.
All this for the lottery, huh?
All this for the lottery.
All right.
And, of course, they put the trailer to the tune of Holding Out for a Hero, the Bonnie Tyler song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's all throughout the trailer. Very interesting setup. I don't know if it's going to work. It looks funny. All the pieces they've shown.
So it's an action comedy kind of thing.
Comedy.
Okay, all right.
A lot of car chases, a lot of gunplay, a lot of fight scenes.
Okay.
John Cena is always good to watch. I mean,
he's on Shark Week. He was on Shark Week.
Yes, and so it's a multi-billion-dollar jackpot that's up for grabs until sundown. Okay. If she survives, she gets her winnings. If she doesn't, whoever killed her gets the winnings.
Okay.
So everyone's turning against her, trying to get, except for John Cena's character.
Okay. All right.
So that was a little bit of news, entertainment news to talk about. Kind of
All
interesting to see the lottery gaining stature.
Yeah.
As we go along here. So, this is almost to the level of, what was that one we saw a while back, Quiz Show?
Mm-hmm. Well, wasn't there a lottery movie? Nicolas Cage was in it, and he played a cop. He didn't have enough money to tip the waitress. No. He didn't have enough money to tip the waitress, and he said, "I'll share it with you." And he actually won. And I guess I didn't see the movie, but I don't
remember the name of that movie.
No,
I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember.
That's not like The Ticket or something. Was it?
I have no idea. It was a comedy. So
was it a comedy?
Is Nicolas Cage?
Doesn't sound like it.
Well, really? No. Sharing a ticket for you. I didn't have a tip for you, but I can't remember. Fonda, what's her name? Fonda. She was
Bridget Fonda.
Yeah, I think she was in it. Yeah, Nicolas Cage and Bridget Fonda. I don't remember, but that was the last lottery movie I remember.
Yeah, so, I really don't know too much lottery movies out there.
There's not a whole lot of lottery.
There was
movies.
one where they rigged the lottery.
I don't remember that.
That was a long time ago. There was that one you're talking about. Really, I mean,
I'll Google it.
You're going to Google it?
I'll Google it.
But yeah, no, it's kind of interesting to see Amazon and MGM Studios pair up for something like this. And again, it's actually it looks like a fun movie, especially when they have her doing Awkwafina doing plastic surgery.
It's a 1994 movie. It Could Happen to You.
Okay, see, I never would have thought that was lottery related because it could happen to you.
Yes,
but I guess didn't somebody have that as a tagline for a lottery for a while too?
I don't know.
So
I know New Jersey, it's always something happening in Jersey or something like that.
Yeah, and Pennsylvania has Keep on Scratching or something.
Yeah, because
with Gus the Groundhog.
Gus the Groundhog.
Yeah. So but they're a little entertainment news to start off.
Okay, good.
Now back to our normal programming. We've got a brand new jackpot over at the Bellagio Resort and Casino.
Oh, okay.
Haven't really done the Bellagio too much. Not really talked about too much, but
it's a beautiful place. It still is it's one of my favorite casinos in Las Vegas. I think it looks great.
And we still haven't heard from the Bellagio because
it's that color scheme.
This press release didn't even come from Bellagio.
Okay.
It came from Every Holdings,
all right,
the slot manufacturer, land-based digital casino gaming content maker. They announced that a patron at Bellagio earned more than a $1 million jackpot. They didn't put out the exact sum. $1 million jackpot playing the company's Shark Week Feeding Frenzy wide area progressive machine.
I just mentioned Shark Week.
Well, John Cena's
oh
a
my
good
God,
segue.
Look at this.
Good segue from Cena to...
It's a John Cena type of report this week.
This was the Shark Week Feeding Frenzy.
All right.
Let me get the stats here. It is, according to Every... and since this is their press release, I'll read how they described it. Shark Week Feeding Frenzy gives players an immersive, interactive experience in stunningly realized underwater world on a premium cabinet with dual-curved 43-inch 4K displays.
Wow. Okay.
Basically, you're watching Shark Week while you're playing slots.
I have not seen this on the gaming floor. So, someone won $1 million on this?
Someone won over $1 million.
Wow, nice.
They didn't say the exact number in the press release.
Okay.
But,
I got to look for that. That sounds like a pretty cool machine just to look at.
I've actually played the online version of it.
Oh, they have an online version?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a 3-level slot, 3-row slot, 3-column. And it just spins. You have bonuses. Shark Week pops up. The word Shark Week pops up.
All right.
And you just try and match up the different sharks.
Oh, okay.
So, kind of an interesting one.
Everything's Shark Week in July, huh?
Yes.
Boy.
Well, moving over from Bellagio and Las Vegas, we're going to Pennsylvania.
All right.
We got a Mohegan, Pennsylvania jackpot. We don't talk Mohegan, Pennsylvania
Now, that's
too much.
in the Poconos, right?
That used to be the Mohegan Sun Pocono Downs.
Okay.
Remember way back when it was I think it was a horse track for a while.
So it's officially called Mohegan, Pennsylvania?
Their formal name is Mohegan, Pennsylvania.
Right.
They dropped the Sun. They dropped the Pocono Downs. They dropped the Poconos. I remember for a while it was Mohegan Poconos.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, by the way, here's a little connection to it. And I did not know you were going to do this story. I'm wearing my Wolves t-shirt. I don't know if you can actually see
was that the one that was at Mohegan Sun?
That was in Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. That was an arena football league or arena football team that we watched years and years ago. And,
yeah,
in
I remember.
Mohegan Sun. In their, I guess the WNBA's Mohegan Sun.
The Connecticut Sun play in the Sun Arena at Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan Sun. And that's
it's
where
still called the Sun
that's
Arena.
where we watched this indoor football team, the Wolves, there. So
and
I did not know you were even going to mention Mohegan this time. So
technically not the same one.
I know. There's some kind of connection.
Yeah, there's a
to
connection there.
Yeah,
but no sharks in this one though.
No.
We
Just
have
wolves.
Yes, we have a lucky man from Plains Township. He was playing the Blazing Sevens Blackjack progressive table game.
Mm-hmm.
He did the main bet, did his side bet. No word on what the size of the bets were.
Mm-hmm.
That triggered the progressive, and he won $642,000 at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. He actually won what was referred to as the 100% mega.
All right.
Shorthand version for winning this. Mm-hmm. According to the release, he was dealt a diamond-suited pair of sevens, and then the dealer also turned over a diamond-suited 7.
Okay.
So that triggered the 100% mega.
All right.
For $642,000 jackpot, and the progressive has now been reset back down to $160,000.
Okay.
So that was building for a while there.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool how You talked about Mohegan, and for people who are watching on television, I'm wearing the Mohegan Wolves
It took me a while
shirt.
to figure out what you were talking about there because
shirt.
I remember going to the game.
Go onto our television channel. You can see my Mohegan Wolves T-shirt.
Now, was that an AFL or was that an indoor football?
It's on the back. It says AFL. So I don't know if it was the official AFL or what was it. So.
Well, I remember AFL went from AFL.
I'm not going to take off my shirt and look at it.
No, I remember there used to be one AFL, Arena Football League. Then it went Arena Football 1, Arena Football 2. Then they had Arena Football 3 for a while before it all.
I don't
fell
think
apart.
it was one of the main arena.
I
don't know what it is.
I'm trying to remember. Now you got me thinking about that.
Well, it's on the back. So after the show, I'll show you the back of my shirt. So.
Well, we're going to be leaving Connecticut. We're going back out to Vegas.
Well, we're not in Connecticut. Well,
I
was in
you
Connecticut.
Got Connecticut.
We
Well,
were.
Our
in
discussion was in Connecticut.
Yes,
you got me
my T-shirt was
now.
from Connecticut.
Yeah.
The report was from Pennsylvania.
How about this? We're leaving Mohegan.
Okay.
And we're going back out to Las Vegas.
All right.
Everyone knows the World Series of Poker is going on, and we have a poker player going out to support his nephew who was playing in the World Series of Poker.
Nice.
So while his nephew was playing WSOP, he went to Paris, Las Vegas, and played some 3-card poker.
Oh, okay.
He ended up winning the Mega Progressive Jackpot with a Royal Flush.
Wow.
$436,588 won. So he supported his nephew and walked away with a couple grand in his pocket.
I'm guessing he won more than his nephew, unless his nephew is
didn't say who the nephew was.
So
he
chances are he probably won more than his nephew.
Well, he remained anonymous, but he is a visitor from New York State.
Okay,
Middle Village, New York.
All right.
Don't know where Middle Village is,
nope.
But he was out there for his nephew.
Good.
Didn't say who his nephew was. Probably smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for the casino jackpots. We've got a couple lottery stories to talk about. We've got a Michigan lottery story. 80-year-old player who never wanted to give up on playing the lottery.
Good.
Never won. So this person decided to remain anonymous for the press release here. Was used to playing the draw-style games. You know, the Powerball, Mega Millions.
Yeah.
He decided to switch to the instant games.
Oh,
the scratchers, all that stuff.
See, you get an instinct and you got to follow it. It usually pays off, I think.
A week and a half after that switch, this is when he won.
Wow.
So he made the switch.
So how much he win?
Well, first of all, he was playing the top secret cash word of the Michigan lottery. That's a scratcher. Mm-hmm. $300,000 grand prize.
Nice.
Never won with the draw game. Switched over to the instant games.
Follow your instinct.
Yes.
You know what? Change it up. Sometimes change is good.
And it was a $5 ticket.
Wow, great!
$5 turned into $300,000.
It's a good investment.
And congratulations to the 80-year-old.
Yeah, congratulations.
He hung in there and did a little switch up. Never too late to learn different way to do things.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to finish up on a Nebraska lottery story.
Have we ever had a Nebraska lottery story?
No, but we're going to have two stories in one here.
Okay.
Same person, though.
Same person. She won twice?
She won twice.
You said she, so I'm assuming it's a woman.
It's a Nebraska woman.
All right.
As a matter of fact, this actually teaches a lesson.
Okay.
If you get a mistaken ticket, they print out the wrong type of ticket, don't walk away from it.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
She won twice on this.
She won 2 times on two mistaken tickets?
Yes,
really?
yes, she won 2 times. She just won Lori S. of
Never
Lincoln.
give back a lottery ticket.
That's my thinking,
if someone
too.
hands it to you, you're paying for it, but someone hands it to you, take it.
Yeah, but you have the Nebraska Pick 5 game. Lori S. bought the ticket. According to the Nebraska lottery, this is what she told the lottery. She bought 3 quick picks at the store, and the store printed out the wrong tickets.
Okay.
So she actually decided.
Wait. You mean the wrong game? If it's a quick pick, how could it be the wrong tickets?
They said they printed out the wrong tickets. So obviously they weren't hers, or they did something different with it, or they did it on 3.
I don't know how they can be wrong tickets if it's a quick pick.
According to the release from the Nebraska Lottery, bought her ticket. Yeah, I'll read it off to you.
All right.
She bought her ticket at Casey's General Store in Lincoln and bought 3 quick plays for the drawing.
Okay. I guess that's the same thing.
The ticket printed at the time was actually by mistake. That's according to the lottery. The lottery checked this out, and they verified.
All right, I don't know what that means.
Basically, when you print out these tickets, you can either print them out separately or for different, or different days or different stuff like that. So I don't know exactly what the pick 5 could have been, midday versus evening. Could be something like that.
Okay.
So she decided to hang on to the tickets, even though they were mistake tickets, quote unquote mistake tickets.
All right.
She won $220,000.
Wow. Okay.
On the mistake ticket.
They shouldn't be called mistake tickets if you win.
No, they're
money
blessing
like that.
tickets.
Yeah, it's a gift from God tickets.
She matched all 5 of the Nebraska pick 5s, walked away with $220,000. But back in 2019, this happened to her before.
Wow. Same store?
Or didn't say the same store, didn't say
Okay.
anything, but she did a Nebraska pick 5 again, same game.
Okay.
And again, the ticket that she got was a mistake ticket.
Okay.
Now, whatever that meant back then in 2019, I'm not sure either, but I'm assuming it was for a different style of the game she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
She won $54,000 off that.
Wow, nice.
So she won about $260,000, $270,000, $275,000 off mistakenly printed tickets.
Yeah, there are no mistakes in the lottery, I guess.
No. I wonder if she actually bought the tickets she wanted to buy.
I
after
don't know.
that.
I don't know.
But I guess she remembered winning it this way in the past. But so she has 5 years. Within 5 years, she's won 2 big jackpots on mistake printed tickets.
Nice.
So
great.
It's a great way to end the show there with that kind of a unique story.
Yep.
That's it for this week's Beating the House. As always, we only cover $100,000 or more on the show, so congratulations to the people we talked about, as well as the other winners out there. There's a lot of other winners out there for both casino and lottery jackpots out there, so congratulations to everybody. I'll be back again next week with even more jackpots to talk about.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Drag a spotted chain across the desert plain. You build a house of cards around a lover's